What you gonna do in this room?
Okay, this room here. This is a day's work where this room is ready for occupancy. Cut that out, fill this up with concrete or foam or whatever.
Right.
Gone. Everything in here, gone.
Okay.
Get the loose tile out.
This
Paint
is
it with the
supposed to be
epoxy
asbestos tile. Okay.
Paint it. Put the whisper walk on top. Heat ready for flooring. Everything gone. Now these ceilings, they look moldy. We might have to put something on top of them.
Okay.
How are they sitting up in there?
See, that's why I wanted to get a ladder to see what that is.
Like a drop ceiling?
This is a drop ceiling.
Drop ceiling.
It looks like a drop ceiling.
Well, we good on electric, man.
Right.
Man, we can bring all that electric. Let you get rid of this fucking mirror, put it someplace else. 200 amp service right here.
I'm going to suggest something contrary to what you said. I think a bathroom on this floor, especially if you have a conference room, and if we run into a handicap problem, you need a bathroom on this floor. And you already got one.
Okay.
This is the one you already did the plumbing stuff.
Right.
This is ready to go.
Okay.
So the other two.
And I understand, because I was thinking just direct motherfuckers down there, but like you say,
No,
somebody.
you got handicap and all other shit. Okay. Plus, if you close this off, where that's a different section and a different section, ain't no reason they need to go downstairs.
Okay.
So,
where can we put the electric service then?
up here,
Yeah, where at?
it's probably going to always stay down here. You can put a sub panel like you got on this wall.
Why you oppose that room downstairs?
Because you're going to close that off?
Why are you closing it off?
For ease. We 50% of the building here, 50% down there. We want the occupancy permit. We can do that later, after the inspector get out.
We already got an occupancy permit. This is not for profit, and
I don't know how all that's operating. I just know.
I'm
City
sure.
of St. Louis City.
No, it has been a problem for 40 years. It won't be a problem now.
Well, maybe that's the case.
No, they operated this. They've given free shit.
Why can't we just?
Once it become a private, we saying commercial. Technically, this is owned by us. It's not really set up for the public. It's for select people you invite, like your house.
You don't need no architect.
No. You want the architect just to cover your ass.
Right.
But it's not like you really need an architect for commercial purposes.
No, he's gonna give you the permit. The architect is the one that's gonna allow you to pull a permit. He's gonna pull a building permit, an electrical, and a plumbing.
I don't have a problem with the $2,500 from an architect just to cover our ass, because we got members here who basically are skeptical about the project. Once you pay $2,500, you got a professional coming in. They can't say shit to us. Right. So there's no question we get by without one.
Right.
but having $2,500, which we got $10,000 in our account, it covers all that. And then having you, given your experience working all this building.
But see, that inspector, he gonna look at that basement, and that's a whole nother rehab. But if you board it off, the architect takes it out of the picture like it don't exist. See what I'm saying?
Can we just focus on the 2 bathrooms downstairs and the gym and a new electrical?
If you board that off, because he's gonna say
more
people
doable,
still
man.
have access.
I totally disagree.
No, it's just.
And I don't been through 100 inspectors, and typically, not that I'm a shit talker, he'll go through that box and you start talking to him, talk about baseball, football, some pussy, and they're gone. They ain't trying to do all the extra work you're talking about, unless there's something else involved where their boss told them to go do some extra scrutiny.
I mean, I'm just saying, like, if let's say, like, if this is all pretty white painted.
Well, let me say this to you. If we don't have to
no
close that off,
close it off.
we won't close it off.
Revisit it later.
Right.
But the architect got to do it on his plans.
Right.
He tells the inspector, don't worry about that.
Okay.
You can't tell him but words.
Right.
Like when he come in, hey, inspector, don't go down there. He'll be like, fuck you, I'm here to do the whole building. But the architect...
You know how much work that you create by taking the so-called power room box and relocate it all up here?
We ain't relocating, we're abandoning it.
No, he's got to come in and check. The city inspector, before we get electric, got to come and check your boxes. That's the main thing he's checking. And they look for loose wire.
Right, but we
That's the only inspector coming here right now.
You're gonna go with a new 200 amp service.
We can do that once he.
Once we get that
disappear.
hammering on.
Once we get hammering on, then we can swap it.
Right.
Oh, you saying after the building permit man gets out?
We just need we don't need
Yeah.
no permits. We just need.
You doing the Greg Smith on us, okay? What you need to understand is Ameren told me they need somebody to come check my box and check the wiring.
You on the old regime, but see, once that architect marched down there with them plans,
He'll do that after the fact.
Right. We don't need no architect right now. We never did.
Technically, Gerald claimed he had an architect, but since he bullshit everybody,
I see what you're saying. I'm trying to.
Yeah. We just fucked up and didn't pay the electric bill. That's why we.
that's the only conversation we got going right now.
No problem. The city don't care if the electric on, but he's saying you're doing more than an 80%.
Who's saying that?
Oh, okay. This is how they rate it.
No.
If it's more than an 80% rehab, they consider it new construction.
Who? Once that
that
inspector leave, the Amber come on, ain't no motherfucker coming in here.
Everybody coming.
But you.
We do everything you talked about once the inspector come by and say,
Right.
okay, yeah,
Turn the lights on.
Turn the lights back on.
But all right, but you want to make sure the painting and the floors is done before he get here.
Why?
Cause see, that's gonna govern the 80%.
No, not at all.
Probably not.
What's your background?
Listen, if an inspector came in here right now,
No, if inspector come to see if the electric come on, he gonna go down to that room, and then if he stays too long, then we got a problem.
Right.
now it may be who the inspectors are, but I'm gonna tell you, if you get that white inspector,
No. What you haven't heard. If I call the city and say Ameren wants you to come inspect for to turn it back on, they'll have somebody who's electrical guy. He'll come on, meet me over here. We'll take him to that box. And if he decide to go see if everything's grounded, that's a different conversation. But he wants to make sure it's safe to turn the electric on. And I'll say this got turned off a year ago. We've had the building for 2 years, and we have never had a problem. So if it turns into anything different than that, then you get to you in that conversation where you're rewiring everything. You know, even the ground place here, you can ground that room.
okay, let's back up, Charles.
We really ain't got time to rewire the place, and actually.
All right, no, I'm just saying.
You know what I'm saying?
All right, or we gonna get an occupancy permit, or we just sneaking in here.
Are you saying?
Or you gonna?
No. You saying if they haven't had an occupancy permit here in 40 years, that you're gonna go and get an occupancy permit?
No, if Phi Beta Sigma Foundation or whatever going to get an occupancy permit that says the city of St. Louis authorizes Phi Beta Sigma to occupy this building.
That's already done. Ain't it?
No, it ain't done. And what he's saying is correct. In order to be, and we probably need a commercial license, and we do need to get the occupancy permit. But
okay, now
the initial threshold is to get the electric turned on,
Right.
and then
okay.
as we proceed on the occupancy permit, show me a way where we ain't got to close off that and still get the permit.
Okay. All right, let me just back up. I hear what you said. We're going to get an occupancy permit, right?
Right.
Okay. The minute you go down there, I want an occupancy permit. Okay, no problem. Phi Beta Sigma Foundation. We'll turn it in to planning and zoning. That's what she's going to say. That dude up on the third floor, that fat white motherfucker, sitting there, and we'll turn it into him. He's going to say, he's going to do all his research. All right, building was occupied by Carver in 1974, Okay, well, have your architect bring the plans down, and then we'll look at your project. That's what I'm going to say. Have your architect bring the plans down. We'll review your project. Okay? You're going to get an architect. Otherwise, if you say, I ain't getting no architect, you mean, fucking down.
It's already concluded for the purpose of 110 brothers, and the brothers are going to bring in the future. We get an architect, and we have that permanently. Okay. And I ain't trying to sugarcoat nothing. Right. I want it to be done accurately.
So he's going to say, get your architect. So we're going to go get whoever, John Smith or whoever, give him his money, and he's going to draw this whole thing up. And he's going to say, this is an open area. There was a plug here. The ceilings are made of this. Da 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 da. Now, here's the key. Before the architect, he's not risking his liability. So that's why you want all this painted, floors down.
Mm-hmm.
So really the architect is just looking at, well, you need extra shine here, 2 bathrooms, da da da. Because the architect is going to hold
A
you
bathroom with
electric.
a tap on
Yeah.
container,
gonna
right?
look at the electric
Something for
container.
female. When they bleed, they need to throw the napkins in something separate.
Okay, that kind of stuff, ADA stuff.
Right.
The architect is going to look at that box and say, all right, so who's going to be y'all electrician? Well, we don't need no. We already got electric in here, man. Who's going to be y'all electrician? No, man. Well, we thought we already had. I'm going to ask you one more time. Who's you all's electrician? to put in
Dr.
electric?
Charles Adam. He just happened to be in Dubai right now.
The architect, you ain't going to have to worry about no inspector. The architect is not going to stamp that.
No, you know that, right? You know Adams is an electrician, electrical engineer, but he's also an electrician too.
Okay, cool.
That's who Anthony Robinson used for all his
So
projects.
he going to ask you, who is your plumber?
Mm-hmm.
He going to want his license number. He going to want his insurance number. And he going to want LJ Electric, 3305 Goodfella. He going to want to know who's your plumber.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to use Ned's Plumbing, blah, blah, blah. He's going to be licensed.
You know Ned Amos?
Yeah, Ned Amos.
You know him.
We can use Ned, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Put them 2 on there. And then that just gets the city to say, okay, he going to look up his like, yeah, they can use those.
Mm-hmm.
The electric don't have to be done at that point. First thing you're going to do is get your building permit. And that's why I say if we got this painted, sealed up, floors down, it's just a matter of electric plumbing.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Because that ain't gonna fly. I can tell you that now. The city is the
What's not gonna
architect
fly?
Gonna say no.
What's not going to fly?
That electric box down there with them fuses in it.
Why are you going to say it?
It's,
The-
it's kind of messed up.
No, is that fused for
If
the
you
other
gonna
building?
sneak in here and don't get no occupancy permit, knock yourself out with that. But if you talking about running through an architect through planning and zoning,
So,
come on, man.
okay.
That box is crowded.
It's old and crowded.
Okay.
Very crowded.
Yeah.
So we know that going in there.
But it ain't gonna be that much to get it in. So what I'm saying is block that off so that the architect ain't looking at this whole building. We can do that later. All he looking at is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, really 6 offices in this big open area. And
we kind of want him to just look at that gym.
The gym is our number one feature is going to be the gym.
Yeah.
You know why?
well, the architect gonna look at the whole thing.
You blocking everything off, remember?
Well, yeah, if we block that off, we tell him. But no, this here you got to have in the plan.
Well, this definitely is in the plan.
Yeah.
At least our plan.
Down the road.
Gerald's got, well, actually, tell me what Gerald was asking you about removing that wall there.
Oh, he wants to open that wall up right there.
No.
Oh, no.
Let that architect, because he like an electrician. He putting his license on the line.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want him to come to the architect. No, man, y'all go get y'all somebody else, man. It's a bunch of bullshit. This I'm gonna have to charge y'all $12,000, like they do. But if he
We already had a
here,
$20,000 quote. Maybe that was for doing the wall.
if he come
Right.
in here, this painted, all the floors done, all the junk gone. Oh, yeah, ain't that bad. Yeah, I think we can work with this. Yeah, I can get this passed for you. That's what he gonna say.
But you know, since we're talking about this floor, all the stuff I have in that office, I can take down any of those rooms down there and just put it there for storage. So,
You could do that too.
and then we whatever we have here,
Put a lock on the door.
yeah, I can do that. But they can steal that shit. It's been here that long. That means I don't need it, right?
Right.
But even the shit here, everything on this floor, we can move and clean up everything in the conference room, not the conference room, but that gym, and put that in storage, in one of those rooms.
Mm-hmm.
So
In
all
the
this,
basement.
so somebody.
Not the basement.
Why is that?
You
So
kind of
you
want
don't
that
get
basement
cluttered.
squeaky clean.
Okay, yeah, that's true.
You got rodent. You want rodent.
No,
proof.
you haven't heard me. We need to have everything out of here, okay?
Yeah, everything got to be
And
done.
we got 8 rooms downstairs, a kitchen, 2 kitchens, both sides. You got all those offices there. So within there, we need to just put things there temporarily. And so when you walk to here, there's nothing. You go in that gymnasium, there's nothing. And you go in this here conference room, there's nothing. Those are our concentrated area. Everything else is the bonus. And he said if he's going to close off everything, they ain't looking at those other places.
Right. The inspector, he probably gonna want to look at them, but he knows from the architect. The inspector don't do shit on his own. He only go by what the architect
Tell
says.
him. Okay.
Right. If the architect says that's cool, and the plan reviewer improved it, the inspector is like, I don't. Hey,
You don't spend $2,500 for your architect, then your architect's covering your ass.
So, I would say put that box. No, I mean, the only reason I say don't put it down there because we done blocked it off. So now
So you want to use that room in there for the utility room?
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
That they used to store books. Well, actually, right.
That's where you gonna put the electric box?
Dwayne, won't you say that one more time?
That's where you gonna put the electric box?
I mean, what's wrong with this wall?
It's nothing. We that could be an electric box.
Yeah, we can put it right there. You cool with that?
I volunteer Dwayne to help you.
A new 200 amp service right there.
Right.
All the wire come right on top of this.
Okay, that's great. And like you say, the ceiling's loose, so you're running a lot of wire.
Hey, check this out, Mark. This is like the roof drain right there.
Is it damp?
See right there.
You need that too close to the wall.
Hey Dwayne, what's up on wheels up there? What's
There's some feet on there too.
No, that's some kind of
No, it was dolly or
Well,
something.
I
It's
tell you
dolly.
what. Hey, check this out.
take that down. Woo! You scary motherfucker.
Hey, what about the electric box then?
Right here.
On this wall or something.
Yeah.
Just frame this off.
Right.
Yeah, because electric service is
It's right underneath.
Yeah, where is the electric service?
right here, up under here.
That's easy.
The old one?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Dwayne, pull that down for me.
Box this off.
If a coon come down, I want to get it. What is it?
That's nuts.
But guess what? No, beyond that, what you seeing there is there's a leak upstairs.
Yeah.
And that's probably why it's puffy. Water's been on there.
Yeah, but you know what, Wayne? See, if we put that new service here, they can just bring it. We can put a conduit, a mast right here. They can drop it right here, the new service. And can put it right here.
I invited Christmas to stop by. I invited Cornelia to stop by. And Robert Jordy, who's leaving church, he wants us, all three of us, to come by at 6 o'clock. We got 2 brothers who are about to go online.
Okay.
He's trying to get all the brothers at the art gallery today. I know by then you'd be drunk. Won't you wait till 7 o'clock to get drunk?
Hey, let me write all this up. I'm gonna write all
No,
this
do
up.
that. That's what I want you to do. Because they ain't going to believe nothing me and Dwayne say. This is full of water. So all that shit is water that came down.
Let's look at that plumbing. All right, so we see box. Don't go there, Wayne. Cool with that?
That's cool.
That's a good idea.
Around it,
Right.
around it.
And how you gonna route your wires up?
They gonna come. See, we need to get a ladder and see like this little. What is
The
this?
ceiling?
Drop ceiling.
Looks like a
Can
drop
shit go on
ceiling.
top of there? Can shit go on top of that drop ceiling looking shit?
Unless we push it up.
That's what I was wondering. So we can put the ladder.
Hold on.
Oh yeah, there we go. That's that light bulb chamber.
Yep. Come in handy.
So the shit can go up there. You need to run that BX cable, just
Yeah.
throw it up there.
Just lay it up there.
It looks like it's here. Some kind of commercial drop ceiling. Maybe it's glued down or something.
Is it glue?
It would have to be, because otherwise you would see the ridges.
But one thing she told me, she said the roof and that ceiling is the same thing. They're not 2 separate floors.
Oh, okay.
So what you're seeing there is probably push it against This
Push it right up
the
to
roof.
the corrugated
Yeah.
steel.
Right.
Okay.
I mean, you got to route a different. Got to route outside of it.
I wonder, can we get a piece of conduit like between these little ridges? Like, could we like force? Like, we need to run a piece of conduit this way. Can we get it coming all the way across? You know what I'm saying? Just by drilling, knocking some out and getting it come through. We gotta see what's up there.
I think that's the top. That's the roof.
Okay.
That's why it's not moving.
Or can we just drill through this concrete beam?
That's a lot of. You gotta do that for every circuit though, you know.
Not if we make some raceways. Try to go this way. Like we'll probably have to do strategic points, like everything this way. We'll keep everything going this way, but then when we get to a point, we have to 90. We get like some 4-inch and put one big 4-inch hole, and everything can run that way. Or no, shit, bring it under the fucking
Right.
Yeah. Bring it under these motherfuckers. We have to come through every place you see one of these concrete joists, come under it in the cinder block, go up, come
Right,
down,
right.
up, down, up, down.
Mm-hmm.
That'll get it. And we can just do it against the walls. You know what I'm saying?
Make sure you take care of the children stuff. We don't want the children's lecture complaining.
The who?
Children.
Oh, yeah.
Everything we do is all about the kids.
Yeah, it's gonna
So-
be in concrete.
So
These guys
See, like here.
college.
See,
is he outside? Tell him come on in.
it'll be like this, y'all.
Uh huh.
See how everything is up? Oh.
Mm-hmm.
And then we just paint all that shit the same color.
Tell him come on in.
Yeah, where you at? You out front? Okay.
The door's open.
Hey.
Plus your son's outside.
Yeah, my son out there. He in a van. He still sitting out there? I don't know, it's not security.
Damn, boy.
Next to his line.
Hmm.
Okay, come on in. All right. Here we go.
But guess what? He's covering all the areas where we don't need nothing but the architect. We don't need Gerald bullshit. And it's what we got to do to get this past occupancy permit, get the electric turned on,
First.
get that gym covered. So that's gonna be, and get the 2 working bathrooms downstairs. And you got to keep this bathroom here.
Yeah.
So. And then get Terry or somebody to take all my shit in that room, take it downstairs.
You.
We're here.
Yeah.
Yeah. He got a generator. We're gonna turn this here box on. We got old speaker. We got old speakers. We got a receiver here.
Okay.
And Dwayne had 10,000 songs on the computer. So
Hey, I got top flight security outside.
when all this shit was working,
What's this?
open it. Came from Imagine School. A teaching aid.
Hole in there.
Here's how much I like you. Take it home and find out how you can use it. I got it from Magic School.
Alright.
I got a lot of this shit.
Hey man,
that's part.
I seen that picture. Ted didn't know what to do with that. Boy.
No, he tried to get it. Then today he says like, well, she can't be a girlfriend. I said she's supposed to be your freak. You
Right.
tell her you're only available Monday nights. You know.
That's right.
And it was like, well, she said she suck a dick. And then today she ain't talking about. I said, Ted. You go put
work up
you
to
know you you go give her 3 shots of liquor again. Then all of a sudden she did it. You know you drank coffee today. Then she's in denial, right? She already told you.
She was ready, boy. She was ready.